it's music time. Alright, so the first song we got is called Olanzapine by Desolated. This song is basically how it feels like to be really angry, and then how it feels like to be really angry to the point where you want to spin kick a baby. And then there's actually being so angry you can't die. It's pretty good. I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Oh, I know what you might be thinking. Dude, where's all the happy stuff? Why does this all have to be so angry? I know, as a professional gamer, it's always good to have your heated gaming moments, but it's also good to just sit back and relax and make some art maybe, I don't know. Alright, next up we got Her by Eerie. You've probably heard this since you've been on those 24-hour chill hip-hop beats to study or relax to. And, you know, it's just an overall good song, you know. Pretty relaxing. I give it a 9 out of 10. Got is Azure by Suck Duck. It's pretty fast-paced. It's pretty nice. Sounds colorful, if that makes sense. It's pretty good music for sitting down in a chair energetically. You know what I'm saying? When you're listening to some good gamer beats, but you know you're sitting down, you're not really doing anything, but you're excited anyways. I give this an 8 out of 10. Anyways. Alright, so the next song we got is called Deja Vu. You might have heard of this before. It's a Eurobeat song. And if you don't know what Eurobeat is, it's basically if you took synth stuff and you just injected it with the essence of going fast. I don't really know how else to describe it. Maybe I shouldn't be doing my blog and blog stuff on music. I don't know, dude. The song got popularized by Initial D. It's a manga series about some dudes who go down mountaintops really fast. They're not like skiing or anything, but you know those mountain roads, they got their cars and they're like doing cool stuff. They're drifting around corners. It's pretty cool. I want a big chunk of this to be is a review of Galaxy Guarded by Lone, and also just a review of Lone himself as a composer. I only discovered this album about 2 weeks ago, but already it's been like, I'd say 60-70% of all my listening on Spotify. I just love it so much. It's a combination of jungle beats, which is a subculture of EDM music that appeared in Britain around the 1980s and 90s. Featured a lot of syncopated drum rhythms, synth, and a lot of sampling. And 2 weeks from now, before I discovered this album, I wouldn't think that that's something that I would get really hooked onto, but it is. And a large reason why I think this is because for an album that probably only contains 15 spoken words total, each song conveys like a very different, distinct image in your head. For example, the first one, New Color, it sort of like gives you a preview of what's to come in the album. It sort of has everything. It's a bit like calm at some points, a bit more fast-paced and energetic. The Animal Pattern, when you're listening to it, you kind of get like a mental image of your head of all these animals of different shapes and sizes. It's kind of, you know, walking past you, and you know, like the footsteps kind of create like a little rhythm. Maybe they're space animals or animals from the future because of all the synth. Who knows? It's kind of up to the listener to decide. And then you got Lying in the Reeds. It gives you like that image of, you know, you're just an explorer out in the wilderness, and you spot like a curious little animal peeking out at you. Then you start following it around through the jungle, and you see all these different sights. I know I might be rambling on here, but this is just how it feels. Everything gives such like clear, vivid mental images, I think, to me, and that's, I believe at least, that's why I love it so much. And Lone also has some more singles and EPs. This is one of his older albums. As you can see, he came out in 2012. I was 9 during 2012. he has a line of EPs called Ambivert Tools, and it's kind of more the same, but some of them they feature like slightly different tones. Ambivert Tools number 3 is a bit more of a traditional gritty house sound, while Ambivert Tools number 1 is more relaxed. Alright, next up we got Holland 1945 by Neutral Melcostal. It's quite a normal song other than the fact that it's quite noticeably bass boosted for a song that was released in 1998. But other than that, it's just a normal, nice song. It's got some cool, deeper meaning to it, but I'll leave that to you guys to figure it out. Alright, so next up we got Spectrum Sequence by Machine Drum. And in this song, if you can really call it a song, it's more like a sample of different synth beats and patterns that Machine Drum has made. And with every color, you can sort of see each specific tone as it goes on for each color. And as it progresses, it gets more complicated, so you get to see a lot of different unique beats and rhythms. Also, I forgot to rate the other songs, so Deja Vu gets a 9 out of 10, Galaxy Garden gets a 9 out of 10, and Holland 1945 gets a 9 out of 10. This gets an 8 out of 10, since if I keep giving stuff 9 out of 10, then what's the point of rating it? Alright, finally we got Yeah, I'm Riding Through the Area by Martin. And this is actually a work of lyrical genius in disguise. It tells the story of a young man who's driving down a certain part of town in order to meet a woman that he knows. However, he knows that the woman is already dead and that he killed her in a car accident. So why is he still driving to her house? And was it pure accident, or was it cold-blooded homicide? Only Martin holds the truth. Well, that's it for music time today. I'll see you guys later.